Nigga, I'm from Pacoima. Nigga, I'm from Pacoima. Nigga, I'm from Pacoima. Nigga, I'm from Pacoima. Oh, a lot of niggas gon' get it. I taught them how to crease up khakis and rock fitteds.
Podcast, Pacoima Perspective. We got me, Keystone. We got Redbone. And of course, we got the Prince of the City. And today, we have a special guest. The first female guest we've had on the Stone and Bone podcast. So that's quite a distinction that we're very proud to represent. And we got Shoshana, the sports mom Cook, on the phone on the podcast with us today. So we're gonna have some fun. We finally get to have that female perspective we've been craving. And so we gonna get going with it. And I'm sure everybody's gonna enjoy this one. So here we go. Shoshana, how are you today? How's everything
I'm
today?
good.
You
Everything
good?
is good.
Good.
Thank you guys for having me on. We figured it out. I'm
Yes,
here.
ma'am. That's right.
Look, everybody on their best behavior right now. We got a lady in the house. We like, hey, okay. So
It's
yes,
about
we
the
Nah,
hey,
for
queen right
real,
now, brother.
for real,
It's about the queen right now. You know what I'm saying?
off top, we just wanna salute you for coming on here for real.
I
That's one
appreciate
thing we
that.
want to do, like for real.
I
Now we
appreciate that.
appreciate you for even stepping on here for real.
so yeah, we so proud. We so proud to have you. Like I can't even express it all the way. So
Yeah.
let's get into it. So uh by what year were you born? And where were you born? Were you born in Pacoima? Were you born in Pacoima?
Pan City. I was born at Kaiser in Pan City
You're born
in
in Paris.
73.
All of us.
In 73.
73, baby. Yeah.
73. The 70s babies.
Yes.
So yeah,
So
that's where
that was a very good year, if I might
it
say so
was.
myself.
It was. It was. We the best.
So so you're born in Panama City at Kaiser.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when did you move to Pacoima? Or did you go home from Kaiser to Pacoima?
From what I can remember, I think we lived in Silmar,
Mm,
and then
that's basic.
my mom and my brother and I we lived in the back of the terrace. But then we ended up. My mom got married to the famous Joe Kelly, and we moved on the hill.
And that's when you moved
So
on the hill.
that's where
Okay.
I grew up. Yeah, I grew up on the hill.
Okay.
So as they say, Pacoima's Pacoima, the terrace is the terrace, and the hill is the hill.
But I mean, hey, come on now. It's all Pacoima. Even
It
to
is.
me, even
It is.
Silmar is Pacoima. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
But
Hey, look. Hey, Stone. Hey,
what
Stone, they
up?
gonna hate when I say this. Even a part of San Fernando is Pacoima.
Oh
On
yeah.
the west side, but we
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, come on,
Absolutely.
man. But hey, so now you mentioned them right off top, man. You grew up in the household of a Pacoima legend, probably
Correct.
one of the biggest icons that ever came out of Pacoima.
Correct.
Joe Kelly, Papa Joe, as everybody called him. So,
Yeah.
how was that growing up in the household with Papa Joe? Was it a lot of was it tough? Because I know he had so many other kids basically. So was it did you have his attention? Was he able to keep you under his scope as well?
So are we talking sports wise? Are we talking just in general?
Well, both, because I mean that's
In
why they call him
general, in
Papa Joe
general,
in general.
Okay,
Because
so in
he had
general,
a lot of
in
people.
general.
He had a lot of kids under his scope.
yes.
So I'm like,
So
how
the
did that?
house on the hill,
Mhm.
everybody used to be there. From Miguel, from Victor Jones, everybody. We stayed two houses down from the Stin houses. Everybody was there. But I'm the youngest. although I'm his stepchild, I'm the youngest girl.
Right.
So my stepsisters, they were living with their mom. So I was with my mom a lot when it wasn't sports because it's a household full of boys. So I'm the only girl in the house.
Oh wow.
So I was gone with my mom a lot. I just inherited, hence why I never dated anyone in Pacoima, because I inherited a lot of brothers
Right.
and I
Right.
couldn't do
Right.
nothing
Right. Right. Right.
without them being like, "Why are you at this
For
party?
real.
What you doing here, Shauna? You need to go."
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I
Right.
just inherited a lot of brothers, but
Okay.
because I was the only girl, I wasn't. I couldn't be surrounded when everybody was in there because I
Okay.
was the only
Okay.
girl. Yeah,
Right.
but
Right. Right. Right.
for the most part, I, I can't. I had fun growing up. Like I always tell my kids, you don't know nothing until you go outside and you make a make believe makeshift baseball field in the middle of the street and you playing baseball, kickball, whatever it is. Or you riding up and down the street on Killer Hill getting toe up because you didn't fail down the hill and your
Huh.
knees is all bloody. Like
All
I
bloody.
had the
Yeah.
best memories. I
So
really did.
who were some of your female best friends that you used to play with up there on the hill or that you hung out with?
Um, Not on the hill, but I hung out with Stacy Hubbard, who is now Stacy Joseph now. Um,
My
I hung
homegirl.
out with Latrice Franklin.
Wow.
Yeah. Who else did I
Two
hang
of
out
my
with?
homegirls, yeah.
Yeah. I did a lot of track stuff. So whoever I was with them, Vicky, so I was with some people, but on the hill,
Right.
I it's so odd that you say that, and now I can sit back and think about it. But for the most part, it wasn't nothing but boys. The Kingsberries, the Pre, the Mathises. They were older. So I couldn't do shit. Nothing. When I say nothing, I could be at Keys and one of them Kingsbury brother will run up and be like, "What you doing out here? Getting some fries." What else I'm gonna be doing? So it wasn't if as big as the hill is. I'm like right now I'm 52. So I'm the baby out the bunch in a sense. It
Mm,
wasn't a lot of girls. It
right,
was
right.
more boys at the time in that age, if not older, because my brother is almost 60. So that was the age that they were in. And then
Right.
David is 5 years younger than me. So I was just in
You was
between.
in between kind of by you
Yeah.
had your own little generation and
Had my
stuff.
own little, yes, my own
Yeah.
little thing. So if I wasn't at home, I was at Stacy's house. Or I was at Latrice's house, and that was
Man,
what I was
that's
doing.
crazy.
Yeah.
So by how old were you when you started running track, when you became an athlete? Is that your first sport, by the way?
No, no. So let me explain to people who have not lived in a Kelly household. Okay, a
break,
Kelly household
down.
is
Break it
sports.
on down, sister.
Everything is sports in a Kelly household.
Right.
So when I was coming up, my
Facts. Facts.
my stepdad was coaching at Sunny Slope. If you don't know where it's at, it's across the street from Hanson Dam. So some of my sisters was playing baseball with the boys, and then my sister Lisa, she was playing softball. So I started playing softball, but it's hell because you gotta be perfect. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, he ran this tight ship. No, you just had to be perfect when it came to sports. Like
Right,
you
right,
couldn't be the one slouching. You had to be the one doing 120% because if he let you get away with it,
right.
then the
Everybody gonna
other
try to
kids
get
gonna feel like they can get away with it. So I played softball. I enjoyed it. He just was, oh my God. I was like, Mom, I gotta find another sport that he's not coaching me on.
It's
I
hard being the
mean,
coach's
it's
kid, huh?
hard being the coach's kid because the demand is you have to be twice as better as a kid coming in. It don't matter if they tip top shape, you better figure it out.
Yeah.
So I went to track and I was like, cool. I'm at track. Coach Lee. Which Coach Lee was it? I think it was Tracy and Stephanette dad. That was
Mm.
my original coach.
Right,
So I was
right.
like, cool. He tough, but I don't go home to him. It didn't mean nothing. Cause my dad would be on that fence. You need to hustle. You not my coach. We jogging.
Right.
But I fell in love with track. I was the only one in the household that ran track.
Wow.
So, and then between track and then I was a cheerleader. So I ran track for the North Valley Golden Bears and then I was a cheerleader for the North Valley Golden Bears. So we were busy. That household was busy, real
So
busy.
now, so now you you probably just seen the little rivalry that we started on online
Where
with
Terry
the
was talking about
truck.
them funky
Yeah.
Trojans. Yeah.
Hey, what you call them? The funky
The
Trojans?
funky Trojans.
Oh.
Yeah. And called them the funky
Oh.
guys. I said, I was looking at it
I
and I
didn't
was
say it,
like,
fellas. That wasn't me
Hey,
who said it.
Stone.
Huh?
they know what it is. They know the North Valley Golden Bears was giving out
Hey,
A
hey, look.
whoopings.
What's up, Bone?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey,
You
and my
going in and
wife.
out for
Hey,
some
they used to.
reason.
The competitions was fierce too, bro. I
Heck yeah.
seen her at
Oh,
a lot of competitions, man.
the cheerleading competitions.
My thing
We
is, man,
used to
the
be,
competitions,
listen, we
man.
used to battle. Our battle was against the Braves.
Oh,
It was the
so the
Bears.
cheerleaders had a little rivalry going on too.
Oh yeah. Our battle was the Braves. Don't get me wrong, I'm Bears
Bro,
all day. But some of them Braves competition, you be like, oh, we gotta get them. We got to get them because if they beat you, you giving them a whole year to talk about, yeah, but y'all got second place. Y'all got second
Oh,
place. I can
oh,
say in my cheerleading days, oh, the Braves didn't touch us, baby. We was lighting them up.
oh,
We was lighting them up. Braves
oh.
didn't touch us.
Okay, okay.
No.
There might be some
But
brave cheerleaders that see
what I
this.
can say is when Joanna got started, when she was like the cheer instructor for the Braves, they was lighting people up. But Joanna wasn't doing that when she was cheering too. So no. Nobody touched the
Woo.
Bears.
Wait till the
Everybody
brave
was
cheerleaders hear
everybody was
about
scared of the
this.
Bears. And when we started, they knew, oh, the
The
Bears
Bears
is
was number
coming with
one. So y'all was number
always.
one. Y'all was doing that.
We was number one in football and cheerleading. And we was whooping
Oh,
butt in track.
oh.
We was coming. Yeah.
It wasn't me. I didn't
Wow.
say it. I didn't say it. But
Yeah,
hey.
Tell
they
Terry to
see it.
call me
Hey,
if
hey, Stone.
if he
Hey,
got something to
Stone.
say.
They see it. They hear
Yeah.
it. She said it.
Oh, it's gonna be going down because I'm definitely clipping this. I'm definitely gonna clip this because it's going down.
Right.
Yep, we gonna keep that moving.
Yeah.
So okay, track, did cheerleading, and then so you made it to high school. What we
I
do? So
got.
what we do in high school? Oh, what's up?
Now that's what I wanted to ask. What schools? What schools you went? Stuff like that. Since
Yeah,
you
So
was
what
performing, what schools you
elementary
went to
and
and all
junior
that.
high did you go to?
I went to Pacoima Elementary and then I went to McClay Junior High
Right
School.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
that's where I graduated
Oh yeah.
from.
You kept it
Oh
right
yeah.
there in the neighborhood.
I'm right there. Right there.
She kept it
So I
east. Hey, she kept it easty.
so I graduated from there. By the time I graduated from McClay,
Mm.
my mom and my stepfather got a divorce
Oh,
and
okay.
we moved.
Mm.
So I didn't even go to high school in the valley. And I was like, this is crazy. I didn't had all in my head that I'm about to go to San Fernando because that's where everybody else went. I'm about to be a cheerleader. I'm about to be cracking. My mom said, "No, baby, we moving." And
Wow.
you don't get it then because you're young,
Right, 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 right,
but
right.
I get it now by having my own kids, and you have to provide. So you go where your money is gonna stretch. And
Right.
so we moved up to Palmdale at the time, and I graduated from Court Hill High School.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. So you ended up
yeah.
at Quartz Hill. So that's a whole different demographic up there than what you was used to, because you were, yeah, especially in them days, because y'all
Especially
just
at
y'all
that
just
time.
seen at that time, y'all just
Yeah,
seen the demographics of
yeah,
Pacoima used to be 75% black.
yeah.
So I know everybody at McClay was black, and then you go to Quartz Hill, that had to be culture shock.
Ooh, it was culture shock. I used to just hang out with my cousin Cassie at the time. That's it. Like I started doing stuff, but it wasn't what I was used to.
Right.
I'm used to being in Valley, you at the high school games, that cracking, all that stuff. Nah, I'm up there. But I may do, and I finished, and I would still come down and be at the games, because at
So
that time Stacy was at Chatsworth.
so you didn't have no homegirls at Quartz Hill?
I hung with my cousin Cassie.
No, no
And there was
Jen, no
another girl I
Jen,
hung.
no Rebecca, no none.
I didn't have no Rebecca, no Chin, no none of that. I was with my cousin Cassie, and then I was with another girl named Danielle, but she was from the Valley. So
Right.
I really didn't. I just went to school and came home, and then tried to. And on Thursday, on Fridays, after I got out of school, I would come down to the Valley and go to the games. Yeah,
Oh wow. So you
yeah.
couldn't wait for the weekend so
I couldn't
you could
wait.
go.
I couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. Like, man,
To
mom,
come back, huh?
Hey,
man, I couldn't wait.
weekend hit, she could
Yeah,
go,
I'm like,
she could
I'm
go to the
out. I'll see
games
you
and
on
stuff.
Sunday. Right.
Right. I
Yeah,
heard that.
yeah.
On the
Okay.
14 on the weekends.
And the 14, it was horrible at the time. It was horrible. You didn't want to drive it at night. You just wanted to be on it in the daytime. It was horrible.
Mm,
Yeah.
Right.
mm. Okay. So now, so you made it through high school, graduated
hmm
from Forest Hill, and then you went. Then where'd you go?
I started at CSUN.
Mm.
And then I took a break because I went from 10th to the 12th grade in high school. So I don't want to say it would I didn't I just needed a break from school in a sense.
Okay. Did you have a did you already have like your major in mind when you graduated school? Did you know what you
Mhm.
wanted to do in the future, or you had to take that time to figure that part out?
It switched because at one time I wanted to be a lawyer.
Mm.
So it kind of switched. And then I was like, okay, I'll do business. Because at the time everybody was doing business. It's easy. Math comes to me easy, so I'll just do that. So I did go to CSUN. I think I went there for like a year and a half. Then I took a break. And then I started up again at Valley College, like just
Right.
to get some little general classes out. I ended up pregnant with my oldest daughter. So then while I'm pregnant, I'm finishing school, and I graduated with my AA with her. And so then I just I'm a mom. So now I'm a mom, I'm
So
working,
were you
doing those
living
things.
back? Were you living back on this side of town when you were going to Valley? You were back on this side of
No,
town, or you was making that drive?
I was making that drive. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I was making that drive. So my daughter's in school. I'm working for Washington Mutual at the time. That was me. And
So
then
you were a single mom. You was doing
Mhm.
it. You was a single mom, or you and dude tried to make it
No, I was a single mom with my oldest
single
daughter.
mom. Oldest
Yeah.
daughter.
Right.
hmm When I
Okay.
had Kiara, it was just me and her against the world. She was
So
getting
where?
babysat. Do you know Jerome Hope?
I, it seemed
Spooter.
I
like
think
I
so.
do.
Spooter. They called him Spooter.
Okay.
So his mom used to babysit on the hill. So I would drop my daughter off over there,
Mhm.
and I would go to work. And then I'll come home get her, and it would just, that was my life. I mean, I wouldn't change it for
Wow.
nothing because it just elevated how I wanted to move and what I wanted to do in life, and how I can push my kids. So
Wow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, salute to that. I know that
No
was
doubt.
that
Salute,
that
salute,
single
salute,
mom.
salute.
That's
It,
it.
it
That single. I'm a single. The single parent route is
Come
not
on.
easy.
it's
It's
hard.
not
Come
easy.
on.
It's
That's how I
not
grew
easy
up.
with two parents. So when you're doing it
Yeah,
single, that's even a whole
Fact.
nother level.
yeah. It's
So
hard.
you had your own place at this time too. Or was you still living
No,
with
at that
mom?
time I'm still staying at my mom's
Still
because
staying with moms
yeah, it's just me, my mom, and my daughter, and I'm
and your
staying
daughter.
there.
Okay.
And I'm just getting up, going to work, and coming home
Oh,
and going
now
to school.
I want to ask this. Would you stand in the house with your mom? Did that how did that change the relationship between you and your daughter? Like, did she understand you as mom and that's grandma, or did she look at your mom as more as mom and y'all have more like a y'all had a different type of relationship? Or how was
Oh
that?
no, no,
She
she
knew
knew I
you
was
as
mom.
mom?
hmm The one thing about my mom
For real.
is she is like, I will help you when you need
Right,
help,
right,
but this is not my child. This is your child.
right.
Oh,
So
fact.
I'll help you,
Right,
but this is
right.
not my child. So no, she knew I was mom, and she knew my mom was grandma. And only time, I'm not saying that my mom. I had a great village, great.
Right,
I'm
right,
not
right,
saying
right.
that I didn't get help.
Right.
All I'm saying is they didn't allow me to just. I couldn't just drop my daughter off and be gone for days and weeks because I'm
Right.
partying.
Right,
Right.
right,
You
right,
shouldn't have
right.
had no
Right.
Right.
kid.
Right.
My mom was like,
Right.
no.
Fact.
When you decide to have a kid, you are a parent. You can't
Right.
just move when you want to.
Yeah.
You can't
Huh.
just do what you want to do. You got somebody else to think about. So yeah,
Mm.
Dorothy didn't play that. Nah,
Nah,
For
nah.
real.
Salute,
I knew,
salute to her.
you
Salute
know
to
what I
Yes,
her.
mean? I
yes,
knew,
On the
I knew when
real.
I asked you that was what you were gonna say,
yeah,
but I
For
know
real.
also that a lot of females get away with living with
absolutely.
moms and grandma be more the mom and the child and their mama be more like sisters in the
Yeah,
house. And it's like,
yeah,
you know, so
yeah,
I wanted to make that point, but I knew what you was gonna say because I could
yeah,
already tell,
yeah.
you know
Nah,
what I'm
she
saying?
didn't play that. Nah, don't have no kid if you don't want the responsibility. Is what she used to say. So, nah, no, no,
For real.
Right, right.
For real.
dude.
So
Yeah.
so
Especially
so did your first daughter grow up playing sports? Did you get her into sports immediately, or what was her?
No. Kiera started running track. Okay, because now we're up in Palmdale. So I'm doing things up in Palmdale. So she was cheering because my brother Teron, he was coaching. And my nieces and nephew was involved. So she would cheer with them. And I don't think she started running
oh,
track until about eight, 8 or 9. And here's a quick little story.
Okay,
So by this time we're living up there. I have a second child by this time. And Stacy Ramsey is up there. We all together got the kids playing. The boys is racing each other. She's the only girl.
wow.
So Stacy is like, put her out there. She's smoking them, like dusting them. And he's like,
Wow.
run it back. Let me see if she do this
about
again.
okay. So look, she talking about two boys that's at USC right now
No,
playing
no, 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 no,
football.
no, 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 no.
No,
Kiera
oh,
is in the yeah. It's
the,
this
the
my
older
oldest
kid.
daughter.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
like, she
this the
was beating
oldest one.
DJ Kabari. Like, oh
No, no,
man,
no.
okay,
This the
all
oldest
right,
one.
okay,
So
okay,
she's
okay.
running
My
Okay.
against
bad.
the boys, and she's beating them. And I'm like,
Wow.
okay. And then we kept doing it, and then we ended up finding a track club. And
Okay.
that's how she got involved with track. And she was nice. Oh my God. She could run the hell out that 400.
Ooh.
Nice. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hey, that's
Wow.
the coldest race too, because you got to get
It's
all the way
cold. You
around. You
you
got
got
to
to go all the way
know
around.
when to turn it on and when to
She
kind of
had me beat on that because
pause.
I was like, no, no. 200, 100 me all day. That 400? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's that
Yeah.
one. You gotta have a
Yeah.
little something in you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
that so she was cold with the 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she cheered and she ran track. That's all
Okay,
she did, all the way through high school. And
okay.
then she went to college. So, yeah. Yep.
Wow. Okay,
And then Damani, which is my middle daughter,
okay.
she could run. She didn't like it. So we
She didn't like
like,
running.
mm-mm. We like, you got to
Said,
find something
uh-uh.
because you can't just sit in the house. We gone. By
Right.
this time, everybody running. Kiera running, Damani running, and DJ running. You're going to have to find something. You can't just be sitting in the house. We not doing that. So then she went to
Right.
acting. So she acted for a while. And
Wow.
then she decided, I'm going to try volleyball. So this is how
Mm.
volleyball got into our household because she was
Oh,
nice with it,
wow.
and I didn't understand it because
Okay.
I've been in football and I've been in track, so I had I we didn't know nothing
So
about
now
volleyball.
volleyball, is it like is it like a travel? Was it like a travel team type volleyball? It was like travel but volleyball.
Yep, the
Oh,
same
So
thing
they
that
wow.
was
high
so they
school
Okay.
was going.
kids, same thing that football players do when they play in high school, and then when that's done, they go to AAU. It's the same thing with volleyball. Same thing.
Wow. So
Yeah,
it's a big old volleyball
and
circuit out there,
volleyball,
huh?
So look,
quiet
look,
as
hey,
kept, volleyball is bigger than basketball.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Wow.
yeah,
What you
hey,
say,
yeah,
Squeak?
Yeah, because I
hey,
like that
Stone.
sport.
yeah,
What you
Now
say,
look,
Squeak?
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. So basically, she switched everything up.
yes,
She switched
yes,
She
everything
carved
yes.
her
up
own lane,
because it
huh?
went from
She said,
basketball to
"Baby,
this
this
to that.
my lane."
She said, I'm doing this path. I'm not gonna follow y'all. Yeah.
Y'all got to figure
Nah,
this out.
that's cool though. But look,
Yes,
that's also good parenting
Yeah.
to notice that hey, she don't like this lane. What do you like? And then
yeah,
she ended up
Yeah.
figuring it out, and now,
yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
I don't
Figure
know
it
nothing
out.
about it,
Figure out
but I'm
what
gonna
you like.
support you
Figure
on
out
that
what you
too.
like. Yeah.
right, right. I mean, I did
I'm
it,
still gonna
but
come watch it, even though I never
let
seen
me
it.
tell you, the
Yeah.
first time I watched it, the first time she played in AAU, they screaming all these things. Okay, I'm football, I'm track, so I know I can be like run, do this, but you can't do that in volleyball. So you start learning the little things they saying, and you looking at the people like, why the hell you saying that? And then they clapping afterwards, and you like, okay, I need to learn this
Right.
because I want to cheer for my kid. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yes.
want to say the
Right.
things that the other people are saying. So I'm cheering for her. It took me a minute, but we got it. And when we
Yeah.
got it, we didn't shut the hell up. And it's like
Huh.
you got my ass who used to
On
cheer
the real.
in a
oh,
gym
so, so you
screaming.
jumping up doing Russians and
Yeah,
kicking legs all over your head,
I'm
doing
in there
all that,
screaming.
huh?
I'm
Brought
like, baby, I'm
all your Bears stuff
everything.
out,
I said, baby, I'm about to use my
huh?
Yeah.
cheerleading voice. You gonna hear me. So
Heard
it was
that.
Come
great
on, for
though,
real.
It was something
Shoshana,
new.
why you got black and gold pom poms over there?
You already know.
huh? Like,
Yeah, so it was very interesting at first. It wasn't tough because as parents, your job is to just learn the stuff that your kids do. You know,
right, right.
all I knew was all I knew growing up was baseball, softball, football, and track. I didn't know that other stuff. Like you play certain stuff in high school, but I didn't know it on that level. So it was good to learn it, and she was great. She was great in it. So
So what high school did she end up at playing volley? Did she play volleyball in high school?
Yes, she was at Chaminade. So
Oh,
she
she
went
went
to
to she ended
Chaminade.
up at
Oh
Chaminade. Okay,
wow.
Hmm.
wow.
Yeah, so
Okay,
she played at
okay.
Tennis
Chaminade.
is everywhere.
She, yeah, yes. So she played at Chaminade, and she did
Salute.
volleyball
Salute to the Kellys.
during during the time, and then she did AAU when when it was off season. All four
Okay.
years. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
So how many years apart are her and DJ?
They are 3 years apart.
3 years apart.
So
Okay.
when she was a senior in high school, he was a freshman at Sierra Canyon.
He was a freshman, so he
Yeah.
was okay. Right,
Hmm.
right. Oh,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
you had
So
one at Chaminade and one at Sierra.
so what I
Wow.
told her is, you hit Rinaldi, you drop your brother off, then you go down to Soto and you go to school.
Come on, for real. Break it on
Hey,
down.
for
That's
real
real.
though.
Break
Because
it
I'm
For
at
down.
real.
work.
That's how you
You know,
gotta move
I'm
out
at
there,
work at
man.
that time. So you
That's
got to
real
drop your
talk.
brother off at school. Yeah.
Hey, I
Wow.
get it. That hey, ain't it? Isn't it nice when they can
Yes.
start chipping in with that car? They be
Yes.
thinking, yeah, I can roll now. Nah, I got something for you
Look,
to
I got something for you to do.
For real.
do. I got something
Yes.
for you. Can
Yes.
you
Absolutely.
drop your little brother? Yeah, yeah. I
And
remember when
then pick
Tamir got
him
old
up.
enough. Like, yeah,
Pick him up on your way home, and y'all
please do
y'all get
that.
home.
Yeah, you
Yes,
know.
very much so. So she came in clutch because I'm
But
at work at that time.
but look, big sisters like taking care of their little brothers
They
anyway, though,
they
huh?
do. They spoil him to no
They
return.
huh?
For
I
real.
already
They
know.
That's
they do
real.
everything
They
for him.
do.
My son a
And
brat, boy.
I said, whoever he get with, if
To
they ain't doing
mine,
what y'all
the
doing, he
baby.
gonna be like, "What you doing?"
Make it tough on her, huh?
It makes it tough because they spoil him to death, and I be like, "Okay." But what can you do? It's sibling love.
Nah,
So
you
you
want that.
embrace it. You want
You
that for
embrace
them. You
that
know what
all
I mean?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you embrace that.
For
Yes.
So that's
real.
cool,
Yes.
man.
Heck yeah.
So now, when did you become the sports mom that is going on these talking about it and conferencing? When did the idea of what? There's a lot of sports moms out there that probably could relate to some of the stuff that I do. So
Right.
when did you decide to make that idea public and go with it?
You know, I think it came because Damani was in high school. She's playing volleyball. I was under the assumption that coaches are the ones that get her recruited. And I was so wrong. Like I learned late in the game for her. So I felt like
Mm.
I let her down because I
Oh my.
couldn't be I wasn't aware of the things that I should have been aware of when it came to her. So I was just like, I learned, as I was going and volleyball, you were meeting some real good people that was saying, "Oh, you should have known this," and they don't do this. They come to the AAU stuff, so they were kind of like just talking to me about stuff. So when DJ started in the ninth grade, I kind of just was like, okay, I need to pay attention. They're both great schools, but again, who's going to get him recruited, right?
Right. Right.
And so he had a phenomenal 10th grade year. And when he had the phenomenal 10th grade year, our mailbox was getting flooded.
Mm.
So I would just start jotting down stuff. People would say stuff and I would just be listening. Okay, this when I get the NCAA number, or when do I do this? Shout out to Mr. Burnett at Sierra Canyon. I could ask him any question. He'd be like, "No, Shauna, you off base. You need to do it at this time, this time, this time." So I kind of just was like, okay, I think I got it. Right. And so by this time, he's in 11th grade. I'm not, now I'm telling myself, circle of friends like Nikki, Janea. I'm telling them, okay, y'all, ninth grade, this is what you should be doing. This is where you should be at in 10th grade. This is where you should be at in 11th grade. So it was a lady who um she really I had did a podcast with these guys that I had met, and I was doing it as a mom in the sports
Right,
game.
right, right,
And she
right.
was like, Shauna, like, I really want you to do your own podcast. And I was like, I had a lot going on. My mother was going through cancer at the time. And I was like, I don't have time. Like, no part of me has time. I'm with my mom. I'm trying to be a mom to my kids. And at the same time, I'm trying to get a little bit of sleep, you know. So I won't have no room for that. So
You were real quick. You were going through that while you at where DJ was at Sierra Canyon. You was going through your mom having cancer and
um
all of that.
so my mom passed away right that November. So it was right before he started ninth grade.
Okay.
So we
Wow.
dealing with that. You know, I'm antisocial at the time because I'm just dealing with a lot. You know, so I was like, no, I can't do it. Right. So moving forward, she comes to me again and she's like, come on, like you can really do this podcast. And I toggled with it. I said no, and it still would come back. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you a year. If a year, if it doesn't pan out, okay, at least I tried. But then I was like, but I don't know how I'm gonna get guests because I know a lot of people, but I don't talk to a lot of people, if that makes sense.
Right,
Like
right, right,
I'm
right,
one of
right,
those
right.
that I stand back and I watch. I just pay attention. So
I
she was like,
understand that.
don't worry about it. I'll get the guests for you.
Mm,
That's what started the Life of a Sports Mom podcast. So then
wow.
now I'm giving all this information that I've learned along the way. I'm meeting coaches, I'm meeting trainers, I'm meeting all kind of people that I can like give this information. So that's how Sports Mom got had started. And it can, and as much as I try to be like, okay, my kid is out of high school, I still be doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm still like
Huh,
I'm
huh.
still going
Hey,
on podcasts and I'm
never
still
stops.
talking to people. It does not stop. You know, and I like I told you, like I'm about to be in a whole nother book. So
Right, right, right.
it's
Oh,
just
oh,
after another.
hold on.
Yeah.
She said whole nother book. So you was in a
Yeah.
book before.
Well, I did a book, not for
You
sports mom. I did a book on how to
okay?
deal with grievance when
Ah,
my mom died. So I did do a book on how to encourage yourself when you're going through like the most devastating thing that you could ever possibly go
right,
through.
right, right.
So
Wow.
this to be my second book, but this is for sports moms. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
So
I didn't
yeah.
realize that. I didn't
Yeah.
realize you had already did a book. You
Yeah.
wrote it all yourself.
Yeah. It was healing for me. Like it was a really long road. When you lose your
Right.
mom,
It
it's a
can be.
long
Yeah,
road.
yeah,
Just
yeah. I know about
you're never
cancer.
the same. You just
Right,
learn how to deal with the
right,
emotion. You learn
right.
how to not not for me, I closed down. I shut down. Like just
Okay.
I'm just gonna shut down because if I don't shut down, I'm just gonna lash out and it may not be that person's fault. You know what I mean? So it kind of helped me just deal with it.
Did you grow up? Did you grow up like with a diary or anything? You used to write
Yep.
in a diary, or when did
Yep.
you start writing?
My mom probably gave me a diary like at 12. And I still do
Oh
it to this
wow,
day.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm whatever I'm feeling, I write it down because I have learned that when you write stuff down, you releasing it. It's
Right,
not
right,
it's not still stuck there. You know what I mean? And when I
right,
lost my
right,
mom, it was just stuck. I couldn't talk. I couldn't like anybody who, oh, how are you doing? It would just I couldn't. So I needed to find a way to let it out because I was no good to my kids.
Oh wow.
You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not really me. So how can I be the mom that they're used to when I'm still grieving my mom? So I had to find a way to deal with it.
Wow.
And I always tell people, especially us
Deep.
our black families, it's okay to go to therapy. There is nothing wrong with going to therapy. Let it out. I
Okay.
always tell people that
Right.
because we feel
You
like
gotta have some type of way to
you
get it
gotta
out.
have
You
it.
do gotta have that, cause
Yes.
yeah, grief
So
could
by
drive
going
you
to
crazy.
therapy
My
and
wife,
then
hey,
writing down,
my wife goes through that. She's going through that,
yeah,
Shoshana. What you
yeah,
just said about because her mom
yeah.
passed away, and she's still man. She goes through it.
It's
So yeah,
hard.
I gotta let yeah.
It's
She needs
hard.
y'all need to talk. Yeah, she needs to holler
Yeah.
at you.
Tell her to
Not
hit
yet.
me. But it's very
Yeah,
hard
I'm gonna make sure.
to
For
it,
real.
it's hard to explain it to someone
that
who has
that's what
not
Me
I was
lost
gonna
too.
their
touch
mom.
on, Bone.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
What'd you
Squeak.
say,
Squeak. Go ahead.
Squid?
Your turn, Squeak.
That's
Go
what I was
ahead.
gonna touch on. Like when she said that, like my thing was tripping, so I had to go out. Once you lose that person, what you
Man, you going in and out.
Yeah. But I think he's
y'all can't
saying
hear me.
once you yeah.
Squeaky, you going in and out.
But yeah, I know Squig lost his mom young,
Nope.
not too long ago
Mine
too.
was doing
So
it too earlier. See, everybody's shit is
You
going.
said
That's what it's doing right now.
you said he lost his mom?
yeah, Squig lost his mom too. So I think
Yeah, he lost
he
his
was
mom.
touching on that. So yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was yeah, for real.
It is very
He's gonna
like
try to come back and fix it.
it's hard to explain to someone whose parents are still living. Let's say
right,
that. But when it's your mom, like that's a different kind of beast.
yeah, you
Like
don't get him for that.
I'm my mom's only daughter.
Mm,
So that
Oh
meant
wow.
we sat down, we had some conversations. She's checked me on some things. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah,
there's
yeah,
times in your
right.
life when you're going through things that you may need to get checked on, or you just may need to have an ear. I don't talk to everybody. I'm the most private person ever. So to not have her, you're holding it in.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So I had to
Yes.
find a way to heal and be able to get back to enjoying my kids because I know my mom wouldn't want
So
that.
so your book is is based on showing others how to deal with that grief.
Yep.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
so
get you the name of the book.
Uh,
It's called
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get you the
Say
name, but it's just a
the
way
name.
of you
Is it
writing
like on
down stuff.
is it on Amazon and stuff for
I
people
think
could
it's
get?
still on Amazon. When I did this book, it
Go
was
ahead, Squeak.
in probably 17, 18. Now my mom died in 16. So it was probably like 2000 when I did the book. I'm about
Hey,
to tell you because
the good thing about writing stuff down is in words stay there. So
yes. Yes. Yes.
you know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
So so people could go see. I'm interested. I want to see. You know what I mean? Like that's deep right there. Tammy lost her
Yeah.
mom in like 16 or 17. So
O-
you know,
Okay, so it's called 30 Days of Encouragement. And for
30
30
days
days,
of
you are
encouragement.
encouraging
Okay.
yourself when you're dealing with,
All right.
because it's not
30 days
explainable
of
and
encouragement.
everybody's not going to understand it.
Right.
And then some
Right.
people will be like, get over it. How?
Mm, mm,
How?
mm,
Because you
mm.
never get over it. You just learn how to deal with it.
Just learn how to deal with it. Yeah.
You learn how to
Yeah.
deal with it. Yep.
Okay. So
So it
so
helped me.
one of your suggestions is therapy for some
Yes.
for some. Of course, I guess writing would have to
Write
be
it
one,
down.
like write it down. And you have any more that people might could
I'm gonna say this, and somebody may say it's weird, but this is something my therapist has said to me. Write a letter to your loved one. You're
mm,
not mailing it, you're just
mm,
writing it and you're sealing it. Like as if you're gonna mail it off. And say whatever it is that you're feeling. how you miss them. You know what I mean? It helped me. I mean, you cry through it, you stop, but continue, go back, write, finish writing, because you got to let it out. And not
Mm,
everybody is going to understand, because those who still have their mom, they don't understand that whole. You you're not a whole person no more. There's a part of you that is broken,
mm,
that you're really trying to balance life without that person.
mm.
So I do encourage writing down, what you're feeling, because a year from now, I can go back and look at what I wrote a year from now and
You
be
look at
like,
what you
"Ooh,
wrote.
I've
Yeah.
grown." You know what I
Right.
mean? I
Right.
I've grown a
Right.
little, or I've released that, and now I'm moving on to this. It's always gonna be challenges. It's always gonna be challenges, but you
That's
just have
deep.
to have a way of how to navigate through them.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, it
now
is.
this the new book, the newer book, and
Yes.
that's based on
Yes.
being a sports mom.
Yes.
Is that
So
correct?
it's 10 authors. Yes. It's 10 authors. We are all
Okay.
women. Some, their kid is made it all the way to the NFL. Some,
Wow.
That's
in the
right.
process of making it, got killed in a car accident.
Ooh.
Another one was
Well,
was
that wasn't the young man that got killed over here on Nordoff in
no,
Winnetka
no,
a
no, no.
couple years ago.
These authors are all in Texas.
Oh, all in
All
Texas.
of them are
Okay.
in
Okay.
Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
yeah.
you have, so every out of the 10 moms, everyone has a different story, you know.
Okay.
And the lady Karen, she reached out to me,
Mm.
and when she first reached out to me, I was like, I don't have time. Remember I talked to you about that, when
Right.
you say
Right.
you don't
Right.
have
Right.
time, you got time. You know what I mean? You just gotta, there's a way you gotta make it work. So I wrote my story on my take of my kids,
Right.
in this sports world, because
Okay.
it's not all glamour like everybody thinks. You miss a lot of stuff. You miss a lot of birthday parties. You miss a lot of family events because you are being a parent. And not everybody understands why you can't make a birthday party, or why you can't miss a game, or why they working hard, why they gotta practice so much, or no, everybody don't understand that. That
Mm.
is the one thing I can say about Joe Kelly, is that's some stuff that just was embedded
It
in the
was just
Kelly
part of your
household.
life. Right.
It
Right.
was
Right. Right.
embedded. So you don't know nothing else but to, okay, we all going to the park, because that's how you grew up. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it was embedded in the household. So this
Right.
was like second nature. Okay, I can do it with my kids. Great. But not everybody understands it, because not everybody is invested as you would be as a parent.
So did each lady? So is it 10 chapters in the book? Each lady got their chapter.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Yeah, it's a sports mom playbook. You
Right.
know, because you're dealing with so much. Just I'm not saying dads don't. I'm not
But
taking
are
that away
that
from
I was
dads.
I was just
Yeah,
about to ask you
yeah,
that. Are these all single moms, or
no,
these are some are married?
yeah.
Some
Some
have
are
a partner.
married.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
they're
Right.
not
Okay.
all
Question.
single moms, but and some are married and some are not married, and they're fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's both parents is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that dads don't endure stuff, but
Right.
moms
Right.
are a lot different than dads on some things. You know what I
They
mean?
are.
Like, y- dads can be over there in the corner just chitty chatting, bang bang, and all right, we playing it, right? And then mom's got to figure out, okay, we got to get home. I gotta look at homework. I gotta make sure you ate. Dads can do that too. I gotta make sure you in the bath. You gotta go to bed. We gotta start this all over again. It happens. Now I'm
Wow.
not saying dads don't do it, but moms be the ones. I know for me, I was at that table looking at homework. And it's nothing against their dad. He was just like, that's what your mom like doing. So I'm not,
Right.
you know what I mean? So
Now it is every household should. I'm one who believes in roles.
mm-hmm.
I believe I probably because I play sports, I
Mm-hmm.
believe the running back shouldn't be trying to do what the quarterback is doing. So,
Absolutely.
but as a team, we're gonna win.
Gotta figure
So
it out.
I do believe in husband role, wife role,
Yeah.
but there's some things where you guys got to decide what your role is going to be.
Yeah.
So, I did a lot of homework
Yeah.
in my household, but
Yeah.
in somebody else's household, I mean, Tammy did her. Me and Tammy are. I do the math, she do the English stuff or the writing
Yeah.
stuff with them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But everybody gotta figure that dynamic out and what works
Absolutely.
best for them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But so saying that, I'm saying I think that's cool that the female that the women are talking about their role in their
Yeah.
athlete's life
Yeah.
and y'all wrote a book about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's
Wrote a book
cool.
about it.
And no
Wrote a
man
book.
should be insulted because women got together and wrote about them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it was just the mere fact that you wanted to hear from a female's point of view. You're always
Right,
hearing
right,
from a
right,
male's
right,
point of
right,
view because it's a male dominance game, football.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
especially football. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you're always hearing, in a sense, male dominant. You're always hearing it from the male's point of view, and
Right.
sometimes it could be a little something that the females say, and sometimes there's females who don't even give a damn. They just there.
They just did.
Let's keep it real. There are some
But look,
females that stay home and be like, "You go ahead and I'll be here." There are some
I
like
will
that.
say this. I will say this. And I don't know if it was, I don't know how much, I know it was all of y'all together. But when my kids was at Sierra Canyon and
Hmm.
we came on the football side, y'all mothers was doing stuff, y'all was putting stuff together. Y'all had, man, them kids had
What was we
food
doing?
laid
We was
out, and
doing breakfast.
it
We was
wasn't
doing
from the
dinner.
school. It was the moms. Y'all, man,
Yeah,
y'all was I was like, God, dog,
yeah,
y'all was spoiling them kids like, man, I was like, wow, this is cool.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I know
Every day they came
yeah,
out that field, they had a
yeah.
Gatorade and a snack.
Y'all took
Yeah.
that role, y'all role serious. Cause I know us dads wasn't about to have them kids like that every
Because if
day.
you think about it, Sierra Canyon. Okay, so I can only talk about Sierra Canyon because that's the school my son went to.
Right, right, right,
Um,
right, right.
they had a hard load. So by the time
Mm,
they finished practice, you like, okay, y'all got to eat because we got to make
gotta
sure
eat.
you're eating something because by the time you get home, your homework should be done, but we should be figuring out if you're studying for something else. And in
Right.
the case of my son, he was studying film. So I'm like, boy, go to bed. You know what I mean? But
Hey,
you just like, and then because kids were going to LA, they're traveling back home. That's
depending on where
that's a
they're
long ride
traveling
for
from.
some.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
you
yeah,
put
yeah,
something
yeah.
on you give them some food or something because they're gonna go to sleep because they tired. But you got to
Right.
give them something. So I think we enjoyed it. Like
Man, y'all.
I can actually say I miss the the circle. I mean, I'm still with the circle. You know what I mean? That we still hang out, but it's
Nah,
just the
y'all had it
circle in
tight.
high school.
Y'all had it
Yeah,
tight, man. Y'all
yeah,
had it tight. I could attest to that. I was there. I
yeah,
seen it firsthand. Y'all
yeah,
had it tight, boy. Them kids didn't want for too much. With everybody was moms. Like everybody was mom. Everybody mama was
yeah,
everybody mama. It
yeah,
was like, wow,
yeah,
this is something else. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
We
So I
really
seen it
enjoyed it.
firsthand.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun that year we was there together
yeah,
with y'all. That was fun, man. Cause my daughter's on the basketball side for most of
yeah.
her time, but when we
I
came to the
definitely
football
know
side,
that because
that was
she
the
come over
best
there.
thing
Hi,
about
Miss
that whole
Shauna.
experience.
Hi, Miss Shauna. Hey, baby. Being at the house,
Hey,
I'm like, What time y'all? Just never mind. Y'all and we all know. I know your parents. Whatever. Y'all just have fun. But I do miss the high school because we just had a lot of fun. I even had fun at Chaminade when my daughter was in
Mm,
high school. So I don't know. I just think you make some solid friends with some good parents when your kids are
yeah,
in school.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everybody got something in common, and
Yeah.
you know, and it was cool. That was a cool year. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. That year was
Yeah.
cool. You
We
know what I
had
mean?
fun.
We ended up leaving after
Cause
every
y'all
all
went to
y'all left.
Chaminade, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We ended up
Yeah.
at Chaminade. My son ended
Yeah.
up at Chaminade.
Yeah.
You know, but that part of that part was real cool for us
Yeah.
though. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Salute to all those mothers, you,
Yes.
Janea, Nikki, and
Nikki, who was Lori? Who else was it?
Lori,
Sheesh. I'm proud.
even
Amber.
Amber. Yep.
Andrea. Oh my God,
Yep.
I'm forgetting the mom, and I know I am, and I know when she hear this, she gonna be talking some mad mess. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Who? No. Who is the mom? Who is the mom? They son. They left and went to Inglewood. They was only with
That's
us for
Lori.
they had.
That's
That's
Lori.
Lori. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
She
Lori.
was. Yeah. Y'all used to make sure them kids had
Yeah.
food, boy. Y'all.
But
Yeah, it
you
wasn't
know
no
what?
joke.
And we used to do it across I think it was just like a no-brainer. The way our group chat would be, okay, the kids is doing this. All right, who picking up snacks? You know, Janelle be like, I got the Gatorades. Okay, let me send somebody some money because I'm at work. But it just kind of flowed. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's what I miss. Cause when you get to college, you got some of the closeness, but you don't have it like high school.
It's not like
Right.
that.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, and then now you gotta realize your kids is grown men. Like they
Yeah,
grown now. So
they
it's
grown.
not gonna be the
It
same.
ain't the same.
Dude.
Like
You
they grown.
know what I'm
They
saying?
are grown. Good
Hey, it's
God.
more, maybe a girlfriend coming up there with food for him or
And I
something,
be
but
like,
look, you gotta give. Yeah.
oh
Hey,
gosh.
it's the circle of life, baby.
It is the
It's the
circle of
circle
life.
of life.
Yeah.
That's
I
what it
just feel
is.
like, but you know what? I know he's been told this plenty of times, but we always try to tell him, like, you gotta get with somebody who's playing a sport. Not taken
Mm.
away from nobody else, because then they're gonna understand your schedule. They're gonna
Your
understand that from
schedule,
6
your
a.m.
commitment.
to 10 p.m. you busy.
Mm.
You
Mm.
probably can pick up your phone, but you probably can't pick up your phone.
Mm.
So
Right.
because it's in high school, yeah, they're busy. But in
Mm.
college, they
It's a
busy,
whole nother
busy.
level.
It's a
Yeah,
whole
it's a
nother
whole
level.
nother level.
They
Yeah,
busy,
yeah,
busy. Between
yeah.
schoolwork, lifting, even when my youngest, I mean my middle daughter went to college, she started out playing volleyball. She was woe out
She got
because
Mm.
wore
she's
out. Yeah.
lifting, she's going to school, she wore out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, did you get this? And she's like, Mom, I'm going to bed. Because it's just a lot.
But look, but she what was her degree in though?
Her degree is in kinesiology.
Thank you. So
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
not easy. You
No,
feel me?
no,
That's not
not at all.
Wow.
sociology or
No.
something. That's on a whole nother
Yeah.
page. You feel me?
Yeah. Her degree is
So
in kinesiology.
so yeah. So keeping up with that
Salute.
with the
Salute.
doing
Yeah.
the sports
Thank
and
you.
all. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tamia had to give up basketball after,
Yeah.
she was just like,
Literally. You
I
got to pick
can't,
now.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you
Wow.
you know, certain degrees, certain
You
things,
can't you can't play too. You can't
you might
and
have to
it's
pick it. You might have to pick.
right. Cause see, my oldest daughter, her degree in communications. She wasn't doing no sports. So her degree is in communications. Damani,
Right.
when she started out playing volleyball and then she was like, okay, listen, this ain't gonna be what I'm gonna do professional. So now, as much as I love this sport, I gotta
Right.
dedicate it to this major because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
gotta get hours and the hours they trying to give me. I'm at volleyball practice. I got to figure it out. So yeah, you right.
And
And see,
Wow.
the coaches don't be trying to be flexible.
they don't. Yeah, but you know,
So
I when you just be like, okay, what is your plan? Because at the end of the day, I want them to know that they came up with this plan. Like I'm gonna sway them a little bit, but you know what I mean.
right,
Like
right,
at
right,
the end of
right,
the
right.
day, you thought of this plan and how it's gonna benefit you in your livelihood. What do you want to do? You know,
Mm.
Damani is that one that'll be like, nah, because I know what I want to do. So once she was like, I'm gonna get my degree in this, and I was like, girl, but she could tell you all of the stuff that go on with your body in a heartbeat.
Hey, to me is in a similar to me,
Yeah,
yes, to me is in a similar field. So
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
they know she know every part of the body.
yeah,
If any of us even talk to the doctor, she want to be on the phone hearing what
yeah,
the doctor's saying and
yeah,
everything because she
Whoa.
could interpret it back
yeah,
to you like,
yeah,
okay, this is what he used. So
Whoa.
yeah.
it's
That's how
it's a
Damani is
whole
with
nother
DJ.
level.
Yeah, DJ be like, oh, you know, my leg. And she be like, well, you got to flex your foot. You got to have a
Yeah,
band. You got to stretch it.
that's
And I be
deep,
like, girl, but
deep.
he
Huh,
be
huh,
listening.
huh. That's deep.
That's
Nah,
right.
because they know what's up.
Yeah,
They telling the truth. And it's
yeah.
somebody that love, like I say, your big sister gonna take care of you. I
Gonna
don't
take
care.
care of you. Yep.
To me and Keon are like, man, it's a trip. But I'm
Yeah.
so proud of their relationship. So nah, it's man. So uh we right here at that hour.
Okay.
Um any shout outs or anything you wanna give us?
Just thank you for having me on. I'm always gonna be a Packy Town
Appreciate it.
girl. I'm always gonna be that. Everybody don't see me much, but I'm always gonna be a Packy Town girl. Like that.
Hey.
That's where I'm from. So, yeah,
We are so happy and so blessed that you came on,
I appreciate that.
and I don't know how to even how to express it. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Can't nobody else be the first female
That's
on the
right.
Stony Bone
I told
podcast,
you
man.
that's the first
No,
lady. That's the first lady right
you
there. I
said
told y'all that
That's
that's the
right.
first lady. And one
it's
more question.
that's it. First
Shoshana,
female is our
who
y'all can only come in second from here on out.
Right.
So it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
look, you blessed us. I think we got a lot of information. I think people are gonna learn a lot. I didn't
Yeah.
even know we was gonna go into that first book.
Yeah.
That was just a that was just an extra blessing. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was just
That
a
one was
drop me.
cool.
the
Drop.
Yeah, yeah. That was a whole, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. And then so yeah, we covered a lot. I think this is gonna be cool. So
Yeah.
you other females, y'all gotta come in second, but don't
Come
be
on.
scared. See, don't be
Yeah.
scared.
hey,
So
but
The-
come
look,
on in.
we do got another female guest coming on too, though. But you was the
good.
first, you the first lady. But we
Good.
do have one coming, y'all. Trust me, we do.
Good.
So
That's what's
yes,
up.
and
So
one more
it's
thing too,
coming.
Miss Lady.
Uh-huh.
Who is your football team? Your professional football team? Do you have
Baby, I'm a
one?
Pittsburgh Steeler fan all day.
Uh-oh.
All day.
Okay. See, okay. We just had to find out. Okay. I didn't know.
Yes.
Now we know.
Come on,
Pittsburgh
Now we
Steelers.
know.
All
Trying to have
win, lose,
everybody.
or draw.
Okay.
I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler
come on,
fan.
Right.
man.
All day.
Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
Yep.
So
So I do thank
respect.
you guys for having
Again,
me
thank
on.
you.
You
Thank you for
guys are
coming on. For
keep
real.
doing
We
what
really
y'all doing.
appreciate it.
No
Hey, we
worries.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. All right, bye bye.
Bye, babe.